So that car just zoomed from the middle while my dad was on the right side about to reverse into it and stole the spot. And my dad would reverse and he's all like yelling at him. They're just going back and forth. He's like, no, Dad, I'm gonna go right on his car with Sharpie. What is going on?
What is going on?
What's good, everyone? I'm your boy Mast.
And I'm Miguel, Miguel, aka Mix.
The hell? It looks like you forgot your name right there for a second.
Kind of did. I'm gonna lie. Yeah, I kind of blinked out. I was like, hold on, what's my name?
This is Woof's Web, and we are Woof Logik.
This is episode 46.
Don't ask me because I don't even know.
We lost track. We in this bitch.
We're for sure almost at a year going at this, though. How many weeks are in a year?
64.
64? All right.
I'm capping, but I feel like it's in the
What
60s. I feel like it's in the 60s.
Maybe. I have no fucking clue, but we're almost there. I can feel it. I feel like we started in the middle of last year, so that's cool. That's cool to know that we've been releasing every single week since then.
Yes.
You know, most new podcasts kind of finish in like the 20 episode-ish.
Yeah, they give up and then they sell all their equipment on OfferUp.
Crazy. I remember FaZe Rug actually started one, and he just stopped out of nowhere. Like, and that boy, I mean, he has fucking hella audience, so I don't know why. I mean, maybe he just didn't like it, I guess.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
the only
it's not
thing
for everybody, man. I mean, it's a cool way to interact with people and get yourself their own person level. But at the same time, some people just don't feel like talking on the mic all the time.
Yeah, me personally, I just like to have conversation, and us ourselves, since we're just artists. Most of the time, you see just DJs just posting selfies or photo shoot pictures, and then also like at shows. So I wanted this extra little route to go for, I don't know, just people to have conversation with us, I guess, while hearing us out.
Yeah.
Our stupid bullshit, because, we really talk a lot of sometimes we talk about stuff that's meaningful, but for the most part, we talk a lot of nonsense.
Yeah, we do.
Or shit that doesn't even matter, or just I don't know, talking about random people. Yeah. Which actually, we did get a comment that they wanted us to talk more about drama.
Oh, okay.
So if that's the case, me and Miguel, we're actually gonna start. We're gonna go fight some other DJs or some shit, or we'll fight each other.
You win though. You're like undefeated.
All right, bro. That doesn't mean that. Have you never been in a fight, right?
No, not in a serious fight.
I want to see you fight, bro. I want to see you fight. Drop a comment. Who do you want to see Miguel fight?
I don't know, man. I feel like I'll make a stupid face when I'm fighting and throwing fists. I'm like,
nah, bro. You never know, because I feel like all it takes is that one little thing to trigger you, and you just fucking you black out almost, and you just are just bombing. You unlock strength that you never knew you had.
That's true.
So, and it's all people always say it's the quiet ones you got to worry about. So
yeah, I'm about to shoot up somewhere. I'm just kidding.
Bro, that's been going crazy though. There's so many more shootings going on. There's so many suicides I've been seeing.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I was at work and I was thinking how sometimes people they'll do crazy shit just so they can have their name etched in history, whether it's good or bad. And I'm like,
yeah, that's true.
And I was thinking you can't even shoot up somewhere and just be like a serial shooter, because then that's just happening every other day. That's just you're just another blip. But back then Columbine, people remember that forever. But now every day someone will shoot up a school and oh, it's just another school that happened.
Well, people are for sure always gonna remember the parade shooting with the Chiefs.
Yeah,
because I think that's the first I've ever heard of that happening. So that's gonna be
actually,
for sure.
There was a shooting, or someone pulled out a gun at the Nuggets parade last year.
For real?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It wasn't crazy. It wasn't like no one died or anything, or I don't think a gun was fired, but someone had pulled out a gun.
I'm surprised nothing happened at the Lakers parades, because I mean it's LA, and LA's full of hoodlums.
When was it? I think it was during the COVID year. I think they won. And people were riding all over Los Angeles with the little NOS tanks,
For real?
You didn't see that? They were going crazy, and I remember specifically this one dude had this little mini NOS tank, and he was going, "Yeah, Lakers won."
No, dude. One time we went to the girls' version, the girl team of LA. What do they call the Sparks? Los Angeles Sparks. We went to one of their games, but outside of the parking lot, outside of the Staples Center, or I guess Crypto Arena, whatever. It's like a tall parking structure we're in front of, and some I don't know who threw it, but someone must have thrown a loud ass little mini bomb or something, because that shit, like, out of nowhere, bro. We're ordering hibachi outside at one of the trucks.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you just hear that shit loud as fuck right by the truck, bro. I'm like, that shit could have exploded, the propane and everything.
Yeah, that's funny.
Or like the whole truck could have exploded. But nah, that shit really hurt me. Like it was like the Call of Duty shit where
Like, was it like a flashbang or something like that?
like
Or
pretty
just
much,
like-
bro. Because when it happened, you just saw like flash of white.
Yeah.
So that's like a, it's one of those pretty much.
That's crazy.
And no one did a damn thing, bro. That's why fuck the whole police department out in LA. I mean, I don't blame them. There's too much to cover. But
There is.
in LA, you're pretty much useless or on your own if you're trying to call the cops.
Yeah, unless like you're in a nice area or something, and you know what I mean. But I think that's anywhere really.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, that reminds me though. I on the way home from work, I saw this little. This is a video going viral of like a Karen outside in the Costco's parking lot. Have you seen it or not? It's a older white lady. She's so the video starts off with the older white lady kind of looking at the car. I guess it looked like she might have been backed into someone else's car. So the lady recording
Was
is
the car white or one of them?
yeah.
Okay, I saw it and I didn't see it, but like, I was seeing it through my feed. I just never clicked on it.
Okay, so there's like the lady that's holding the phone recording the crazy Karen lady. She's just recording her going crazy pretty much. Like she's having a little episode.
Yeah.
And the lady just starts smacking the white car because that's the person recording's car. She's smacking the white car back into place. And you kind of got to rewatch it a couple times to see why she's doing it. But you could see there's like a gap in between from the rear bumper and the rest of the car.
Yeah.
And every time she's smacking it, it's like going back in little by little. And she's saying, there's no damage, you see? Because the lady recording is trying to call the cops or get the cops involved.
Yeah.
And so she pushes the bumper back into place. And then she goes and bear hugs one of the cart pushers at Costco.
Yeah.
And so he's just there like awkward, just like smiling and just doesn't know what to do while she's over here like hugging. And she's like, tell her to leave or something like that.
Yeah.
And then from there he's just like, you don't have to do all this, like just I don't know. He's just trying to calm her down pretty much. And
Nah, people were so not irrational. Do you remember that time I told you about when me and Alex got into that accident after Wasteland?
actually I don't remember.
All right, so it was after Wasteland last year, and it was a rainy night. Because I remember like after that night, well, it was already raining, but like the next couple of days it was pouring rain. Like it was that week it was snowing. Remember?
No.
We had like one day.
Oh, yeah.
So it was literally the day before that. We had the event ended. We're tired. We're gonna drive home to. We were considering going back to the homegirl Sammy's spot, but we're kind of like iffy if we should go there. If we just go straight home, because I left my car at David's house. But we're like, I'll figure it out. And then on the way there, because you know how when you exit the Knott Center, they basically make you take Arrowhead and then take another right by the Target. What was that street called? But you know where that street is, where the Target. So they're making us basically go this way. So everybody's following along, and we're just driving, not paying attention. And all of a sudden, like his brakes don't give out, but they're too wet, so they can't catch. And so he's trying to just catch like the brakes, but they're not catching. He does it a couple times, and then he wasn't like driving fast. Obviously, everyone's going like at the same pace, but I'm literally watching it happen. Like, damn, we're about to fucking hit this car in front of us, and he couldn't catch. Like, he was slamming, like trying to slam the brakes, but it wouldn't happen. He hits the car really bad. It was not bad, but it was. We were all shaking up. It was. I was spooked as shit. I was like, "Fuck, what just happened?" Like, I'm like low key scared because I'm like, "Damn, are they okay?" Like, the damage wasn't too crazy. It was just a bumper, but it was like these two guys from LA's. One of them comes out on the passenger side, and that guy's just seeing red. Like, dude, what the fuck? Just starts cussing us out, and then just like, like, are you guys like drunk or are you guys fucked up? Like, what the fuck, you guys? And my cousin, he's kind of like me. We kind of start to shell up when we see like if someone's confronting us, like all just randomly, and he's just trying to like. He's like, I feel bad for the guy. He's trying to like, we just word out his words, but he can't because he's like kind of shaking up. He's still, we're shaking up too about the whole thing, and this guy's just fucking cussing us out. And so he's like, pull the fuck over. And I'm like, where like Alex decides, you know that cookie spot right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, let's pull in up at that parking lot so we don't like cause traffic. And then he's just like, nah, pull the fuck over, and like, nah, let's do it over there because we don't want to cause like a traffic jam right here. So we pull over in there, and that fool's cussing us out again. This is we see the damage, and it was like a brand new like BRZ, and it wasn't even him. It was his homie's car. The homie that hit the car, that car was actually owned by. He was actually more understanding of the whole situation. So he's like, Alex is trying to talk to him, like trying to calm down the guy, like because he's trying to tell him like, oh, I work it to it. I can offer you hookups and stuff, and go with your insurances, this and that. And his friend at this point is just being belligerent. I think he was drunk as well too, because then he misheard us. He was trying to basically say that, oh, we're basically telling him like to calm down, and he was like, or he thought I had said that, and he was like, I'll fuck you up too. And then like at that point, his homie was like, all right, enough of that. So he told him to get back in the car because there was like 2 other girls in there as well. And then they eventually hashed that shit out. But that guy was he just saw red, and I'm like, I don't know what it is, man. But people like they just turn the switch when they're really getting on car accidents.
Is that like? Do you have any like Karen situation happen with like some over dramatic girl or something?
Not. It's hard to say. I mean, that one's the more one I can think of, but I want to say maybe it's just because he was intoxicated. I don't know, but he was just a hothead. But I can't think of one right now.
I've dealt with like a road rage situation where this guy was on the it's like a 2-lane road.
Yeah.
Well, technically it's two lanes per side. So going south there's 2 lanes, and I was on the right lane, he was on the left, and it was by like all those warehouses where like the big rigs are and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's on the left lane, and eventually it turns into a left turn. And I could kind of tell by the speed he was driving that he was gonna try to merge into mine, but I'm like one of those like, nah, motherfucker, that's your decision, that's on you.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna slow down for you, so I'm gonna just keep going. And I was going, and he tries merging into my lane without even using his blinkers. And then he starts honking at me, bro. He starts honking at me. I'm like, oh hell no. Nah.
Just slow down.
Like, bro, you're honking at me and you're in front of me. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
He tries to merge in front of me. And so we pull up to the next stoplight, and he pulls to the side of me. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, no, what the fuck are you doing? You're on the left side. I'm on my road. And you're trying to merge into my lane. Like, you gotta pay attention. And then he's like, we're just yelling at each other. And then I eventually whoops. I eventually tell him to pull over, like pull over to the side. I'm like, all right, pull the fuck over. And then he wouldn't pull over, so we get to the next stoplight, and he's like, you need to watch who you're talking to. You never know who you're talking with like that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, fuck you. I was like, let's go. And then he just drives off.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, I belong in New York, man.
Nah, dude, you know how to hold your ground pretty well.
Yeah, too many people be trying me on the road. It's crazy how, like, so many road rage people, so many. It's like, this is not that you're not in that big of a rush to places, like, because I've learned from the hard way, like being like 18, 19, getting those speeding tickets for no damn reason. Like,
yeah,
those were like times where I literally was not in a rush. I was just going like 10 miles per hour over, no biggie. And I always get like ambushed pretty much. Like, it's never like a cop pulls up behind me. It's always like a cop waiting for someone to do that.
Yeah,
I hate that.
They're just trying to get their quotas up.
You know, like, they're not even like allowed to be hiding. But if they're hiding in broad daylight, like out in the open, like, just post it up, it's okay. But they just can't be hiding like behind bushes or anything.
Yeah,
like
they can't do that.
Yeah, so that's that rule for that. But nah, man, back to the Costco shit. The Costco customers are like a whole nother breed, especially in the parking lot. Like, everyone's a fucking idiot. You go inside, same shit. I'm just tired of it, honestly. Yeah. I don't know what the solution would be for that. Like, do you got to open another Costco to kind of spread out the idiots, or is it just always going to be mayhem when you walk into that store?
Nah, you know that just reminded me. Old girl, I was talking to. She was telling me the story. She went to Costco recently. I went over here with her mom because they just a Costco trip, and so you know how like the parking over there is getting pretty hectic.
Oh yeah.
So it's always like first come first serve, and there's a parking spot she sees that's about to be open. She gets herself in position. She gets herself light up, But then some other dude that comes after, like sees that and then basically does the same thing. But I don't think he just didn't give a fuck. But he basically, after that car pulled out, he basically just like basically stole their spot. And
Oh, that used to happen at the fucking night swap meet all the time.
yeah,
But go ahead.
she had time today. She that's for whatever reason that fucking triggered her. So she went up to him. She's like, "Hey, I was supposed to park here," and then that fool didn't give a fuck either. He was like, "Well, I mean, I had my blinkers on." It's just like, "So did I." And then they were going back and forth. And then he had like a kid with her too. And
That's the worst, man. When you
Yeah,
got a kid with you.
and he was acting like real immature about it and just basically calling her like mean names. I forget exactly what she said. And then, but he was like being like, bro, you're acting like a child in front of your own child. And so eventually she gave up. She's like, because obviously, there's no point.
You just gotta be the bigger person. In
Yeah,
that
so she ended up like leaving. She actually wanted to leave, like just like it was kind of one of those situations where you didn't want to go anymore in there.
Yeah.
Her mom was like, nah, let's just go inside and get her shit and get out. But I was like, damn, bro, like people just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, especially so that's the thing. When you got your kid with you, or you see the other car has kids with them, you just gotta let it go because, I don't know. That's kind of like setting the bad example, and it just moves on generations and generations.
Yeah, but it's more like the dad because I'm like, bro, you have a kid, and
Oh,
you're
yeah,
acting
for
like
sure.
and you're acting like that in front of your kid. I'm like,
Yeah, because I remember a situation at the swap meet. My dad, where as the swap meet at the night one's always packed and shit.
Yeah.
So one time, we had finally found a spot after driving around for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And but the thing is, he kind of like he was gonna reverse into it because he kind of like passed it a little bit. But it was one of those where there's so many lanes in the parking lot. It's like one of those where there's a T. So the top of the T is where all cars are parked, and then there's a street in the middle.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So that car just zoomed from the middle while my dad was on the right side about to reverse into it.
Oh,
So this motherfucker just zoomed in that bitch and stole the spot. And he was like some big ass motherfucker. and my dad would reverse and he's all like yelling at him. They're just going back and forth. And then pretty much my dad just decides to drive off and he's like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna go right on his car with Sharpie. He didn't end up doing it, which probably is a good thing. But
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, sometimes you just gotta bite your tongue, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like in those kind of situations, it's like
Yeah.
I feel like does that ever really happen where like they end up like you take the spot, but then they end up giving it back to you? Do you think that ever happens?
Nah, bro. I've never seen that happen for sure. I don't know. I feel like if you've parked your car and got out already, like you kind of already made that decision. Like you just, I don't know. That's just it,
No, you're gonna be the scumbag for the day.
I don't even think I'd want it if he got out the car and then he has to go back in and leave. I'll be like, nah, fuck you, fuck it. Go ahead, take your fucking spot. That's probably how it would be.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Actually, that reminds me of a video I seen. Like this lady, for whatever reason, decided it was okay to steal a parking spot. So it was this guy. He's about to pull in, and the car is over there. And I guess she must have been with her family. So if her parents wanted to tell her, "Oh, go like jump in front of the spot." But mind you, they weren't as near as the other car. And so the guy's like trying to park in. She's like, nope, we're gonna park here, and basically just being like real dumb about it.
Yeah.
And then the mom ends up coming out, and then like basically like start holding the ground for the kid with her kid, and then like, hey, y'all can't do that. That's not how parking spots work. And they're like, no, like we saved it first. I'm like, how? You guys aren't even in the car. And then it was just a lot of back and forth. And he was like, look, I got time today. Y'all can like stand there and just like look stupid. And then it kept cutting. So I'm sure they must have spent like a couple minutes there. And eventually they were just looking for other spots and they left. But I'm like, bro, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, I hate that too. That someone tried doing that to me, but I didn't give a fuck, man. I told my homie, I was like, come on, just go. I don't care. She'll walk back, and she did. So
Yeah.
those handicap parking spots at work though, like it's stupid. They start giving people tickets for that shit.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, I used to park there all the time, and then they started calling tow trucks, and then I left. I started parking at the normal area, but then I started parking back recently just because of time issues, and I always just forget to move the car. One of these days, I'm scared. I'm coming out, boom, there's a ticket.
Now, what frustrates me is, well, I guess it's not really my problem, but when you see some like people just zoom into the handicap spot and they just park there, and it's like they get out and they look like those people that are just like maybe on drugs or some shit. You know what I mean? They just don't give a fuck. Like they're just angry and shit, and they just go and zoom in and take in some handicap spot. and and I'm like, man, these motherfuckers get away with this shit. But when I parked in the handicap spot at our old apartments, I get a ticket.
Dude. Oh, and it was crazy because sometimes I've been seeing people park in handicap spot and they come out and I'm like, you do not look like you are.
Oh,
Like,
bro, when you see the handicap thing on a fucking Corvette.
yeah, dude. Or I'm like, they're not even like none of the vehicle. I remember one time I seen like a handicap plates, bro, plates, and then like the only person that comes out is this big ass buff dude coming out. I'm like, how the hell are you disabled?
The handicap plates on a lifted Ford F-150.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, like how, like y'all cheating the system here or something? Because how the hell are you getting these tags?
Yeah, I know, right? I wonder, like, if it's easy to get like replacements, because if that's the case, I gotta hit up my grandma and come up on hers.
Hey, yeah, I mean, you get the little plaques.
Yeah, the placards.
They don't
Yeah.
really check. I mean, they do, but
Bro,
like,
those things are clutch for the festivals.
hi, may come back. Come back to circuit. I mean, we're kind of retired now, but I remember when we used to go like Jaime used like just bring his placard and we just like go into the ADA parking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, those are the clutch things. Or like, I'm sure it's the same thing for like Disneyland or whatever, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I've never been to Disneyland.
Yeah, we only tried it once at Legoland. Like, I rented a wheelchair at Legoland, and I was like, maybe I can get into the front of the line for these roller coasters or whatever, these rides. And I only tried it once, and then I felt like mad guilty about it, or like kind of like low-key embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I pretty much we took the wheelchair in, we got front of the line, and I did a little fake little limp to get into the the ride.
Do you remember when I did that at Escape?
Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, I shout out to our boy Jaime. He
approves.
He approved of it. I called him like in advance, like, hey, can I copy how you walk? And he's like, by all means, because it was like we got there kind of late, and ADA line was just zooming through like mad lines. So I said, fuck it, let's just go. I'll pretend I'll be like Jaime. And I just started doing like he has a specific kind of walk where it's like it looks very disabled, but he can walk. He's fine. I do it. We get in, we get out, and like that, like within like less than 5 minutes. And I'm like, Jaime approved of it.
You know, I kind of realized too though is like they really didn't really care like who was there. They didn't
Honestly, not
they didn't have anything extra to search or like check for you to be in that line. And then same thing for like VIP now. Like if you go to festivals, like even the people at the VIP line that are working, they'll just be like, just come over here. Like they'll tell everyone just come because they don't really have like the same amount of people as the GA. So
yeah, what event was it where they actually like they actually told you like, hey, like go.
Oh yeah. Cause I was in
you're a VIP.
I was VIP in GA because all my friends have GA, so I was just there. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's just a change in the rules or the requirements or like the barcode.
Yeah.
Like you know how they each have a scanner. Maybe their scanner really literally couldn't accept different types anymore.
You got a point there.
That's my only assumption. Because obviously it's just like I'm in VIP, bro. What difference does it make if I'm in GA?
Yeah, unless it's for that reason.
Yeah, so that's what I'm assuming. Oh, bro, ADC Mexico is probably happening right now. Now that I think about it,
that lineup was stacked as hell. I wish I could have gone. I would love to go. I've never been to Mexico City.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Actually, me neither. I've only been in the border area, like TJ, Tecate. I don't know if I've been to Rosarito, but shout out Melissa. She's over there, my barber. She went yesterday, actually. She's on those. What are those little boats? Do you know?
Gondolas?
I think where like there's other little boats selling shit.
Yeah, I think they're called gondolas. I could be wrong, but I
that's
do know.
The English term, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, she was telling me some other term, but it's in Spanish. It sounded like bongdilas.
I'm sure that's it. I'm sure it's the
like
same
that.
thing.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I never really thought about that or knew it was a thing where it's just like
I didn't either. I mean, like I knew like Mexico City's like right smack in the middle of the whole country, so I didn't even think there's like rivers to even do that shit.
Yeah, right. I mean, the water looked nasty as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, but
yeah, I mean that's all. Oh, no, actually, that's a certain part, because I've seen like, like certain parts of Mexico, not personally, but like in pictures where it's like clear blue waters. I'm like, yo, where this at?
Oh, those are like the tourist areas, huh?
No, like the low key spots, like
oh, for real?
Like southern Mexico, like
I've always wanted
like
to go
Acapulco or something like that.
For the longest, I never wanted to go to like Cabo or Cancun or anything
Me
like
either,
that.
Man. It just seems like a drag. And I remember my mom when she said like it was low key like kind of whack, not whack. Like they had a great time, but like 'cause she went with a bunch of my family, but like she said like it could have been better.
I'm sure it's probably just died out over time because of how more popular it got. You
Yeah.
know, it kind of kills the vibe, or like the rules and guidelines or the way things work kind of shifts. That's kind of what happens with everything.
I remember one time I went to Puerto. Somebody was telling me, oh, like when you do order Ubers or Lyfts out there, like just kind of be careful. Not because of them, but because taxi drivers are still very much a thing out there in Mexico, and they low key have beef with like Ubers and Lyfts because they be taking their businesses and shit. So they
Crazy.
be like actually beating up on Uber and Lyft drivers.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. Anything goes over there, especially the deeper you go into Mexico.
Yeah.
Nah, but I wonder how like Uber works in like Italy or like the European spaces, because
They have that over there.
I'm pretty sure, bro. I'm pretty sure Uber is worldwide at this point. Obviously, not like the third world countries. Imagine,
Yeah.
bro, they pick you up like fucking the Flintstones.
For like hyenas or something.
Man, but but no, I wonder even people on bikes pick you up over there, like in Amsterdam or those types of areas.
That's a good question.
You know, like some countries they're heavy on the bike riding.
Yeah, I mean it's more convenient. It's just better.
I'd for sure hire someone to pick me up on a bike. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. I mean, you know how many times when we go to the NOS Center and you see those fools on the bikes, I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, sometimes I heavily consider like,
Bro, and they be some scrawny people too. They don't even look like bulky or they got muscle on them.
yeah,
Because
they
think about it, bro. They be carrying some tortas on that shit.
Yeah, they just have good bike muscles. But I was like, I asked them one time, how much you charge? It was like $20. And I one time almost considered it because but they only walk you to the edge of the whole street. They don't go take you all the way to the car.
It's a scam.
I know, so I was like,
And that's per person too. Not even like the ride. It's like $20 per person.
yeah,
Which is probably that's low key easy money though, man. You know what, man? Since we're not going to, we're going to Beyond. Let's see, what other events are at the Nas?
Escape
Might go to that. No, I'm probably.
Countdown.
I might go to Escape just to give people rides on a bike. I'm gonna buy my own and I'm gonna do that shit, bro.
Okay.
And I'll pick you up from your parking lot, but I'm gonna charge a little more. Probably
Yeah,
like,
of course, yeah.
probably like $30. Or you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm not that desperate for money like that. Like I'm not gonna, I do $25 for a ride, no matter how many people are on it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, $25 a head.
But what if they parked all the way off?
No,
like,
no, the
overhead?
far ones you got me fucked up. I probably
That's what I'm
won't.
saying.
I probably won't even take that one.
Yeah.
But for sure, like the ones that are closer, I'll do it for like a good 25. Maybe for the far ones, I'll do like 40 flat rate.
Yeah.
But I think 2 people max because I don't even trust myself with a third person. They'll probably get there faster walking.
Honestly, some of our homegirls, like, they be like walking like,
Yeah,
walking quick as shit.
but no, low-key, that's like a smart thing to do, I guess. Because there'd be some rich ass fools that don't give a fuck. They'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not the heavier ones though.
The heavy.
Give me some little petite girls or little 5-foot dudes.
Give me a couple, just like a random beaner couple, like the petite girlfriend, with the scrawny boyfriend. give me them, and then I'll gladly I'll give you all right.
Nah, give me the Asians, bro. You know they take care of the bodies.
Them too, like they know how to party. They know how to like where the after's at. It's like, oh, here at the hotel.
Damn, do they still have the afters over there across the street?
I don't know, man.
The Nas Center Airbnb. If they do, that would be another cool little route from the venue to the afters.
Yeah.
Like that's some easy money right there. I know they've been using some warehouse close by right there.
I think it's called Inland Groove.
Inland Groove, yeah. And there's the other company name, but I'm forgetting it. I'm blanking
there's
on.
like a location. Well, they use multiple ones. They have that one. They have the one in Moreno Valley, but the one they be
Mhm.
using also, it's like right there in smack middle. All right. So did you know that MGK of all people was performing Don Omar's song Danzo Kuduro, which is crazy because I'm like, how the hell does he know about Don Omar?
Right? Yeah, they performed it at some festival in Spain. I think it's called Premio Lo Nuestro. Yeah, sorry if I
Adoro
butchered-
Nuestro?
Yeah, some shit like that. But what's called? Yeah, that's like a random ass pick. I mean, at this point I would expect Drake Bell to do that because he's all into the
Dude,
Spanish.
he's like mad ingrained in Mexican culture out there. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and they love him, man. I mean, yeah, I forget why. What do you do again?
something about like underage girls, like messing
Oh
with underage
yeah.
girls.
But they don't give a fuck about him. Like, oh, it's Drake.
Bro, you can mess with like 15-year-olds over there, unfortunately.
I mean, honestly, low key, that's the norm out there, and not even like on a pedo. I mean, it is pedo shit on technicality, but like, you ask most of these like Mexican like parents or grandparents like when they met or when they are like got married, it's like it's on low-key on some pedo shit.
Yeah, and I've even heard some situations that the wife got kidnapped and they ended up like marrying each other.
Damn,
Like
what
he kidnapped her and married her. That's
was
some
that?
crazy ass shit right there. That's why like Latinos are toxic and shit.
Yeah, we are.
But anyway, yeah, man, MGK doing that shit is so random. I didn't even know he like. Well, I wonder how fluent in Spanish is, or maybe he just learned the words for that song specifically. But
It's not a hard song either.
no, no, no. Of course not. He was actually playing the guitar for it too and everything. I wonder if it was live though. You know how they be doing like the whole pre-recorded. But nonetheless, he did it, and you know that's cool.
I'm not gonna lie, when he was first coming up on his rap scene, I actually fucked with MGK like heavy.
There were some songs,
But then he just started getting weird and like just like being all extra. And I'm like, I don't know about all
you
this.
see all those new tattoos.
Yeah,
It's like
with
the whole black.
the blackout stuff.
Yeah, the blackout stuff.
I-
I always thought that shit looked stupid. But
I do too. Sometimes it looks cool. Like Kat Von D, she has hers kind of, but like the edges are like all like with like flower petals and stuff like that. But it's still blackout.
yeah,
And the way her reasons make sense. Like she's like, you know, like these tattoos were a different chapter in her life, and she just, you know, rather not be seeing those chapters anymore. So she'd rather just cover them blackout. Which I mean, fair. But I'm like, you could just do a cover up or something else.
yeah, I'm kind of like confused on, like, is it really that expensive to get them removed instead? You'd rather just get the blackout?
I think it is because the blackout you just get like a 20 needle and just go.
Yeah, but that's like permanent.
I know that's why I'm like that's
I don't
crazy.
know.
I remember seeing the comments with that MGK. It was like because he's very much like blacked out. I think it's only his hands and neck are like
Yeah, and then he has like little strips of bare skin on
yeah, and then people was like he still can't say the N-word.
it. Crazy. Nah, yeah, I don't know. I could never do that. But I do like that at least most people I'm seeing now doing it, they get like some type of little pattern at the end.
Yeah, not just a straight blackout.
Yeah, the whole straight line. I think that right there like just
Yeah.
makes you look even more stupid.
What do you think about scarification?
Like the what's called the branding.
Well, that branding
Oh,
where they literally cut out like skin like in the shape of
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
and it turns into like a scar of that.
You know what, man? I don't know. Like, I feel like it looks cool, especially depending what design you go
Yeah.
for. Obviously, it's kind of stupid. Like, but at the same time, I mean, maybe the fact that it's different, I kind of like it, but I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, cause like, so you know, have you ever heard of a conch piercing?
No.
So it's a piercing, but it's like right here. Like a bunch of girls, we always be having that shit, and I always wanted one, but I always wanted to stretch it out. And then I found out because like our ears are just cartilage, that they don't stretch. So when people like have plugs in their ears, because I've seen them, they
get
just
a whole
they get
punched out.
a whole punch out or cut out.
Yeah.
So like to the specific size.
Well, isn't that kind of how you do regular earlobe stretching too? Like,
Well, no,
some places do that.
I mean, yeah, that like if you want to be quick and stupid about it.
That's stupid. I thought that was like a legit way.
I mean, the normal way, you know, is like how we do. We just stretch it out normally and stuff.
I heard that's the common way, but I heard like the whole thing is like the normal way. I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong.
But I'm like, that when I heard like, yeah, they're basically like you have to cut out a whole piece of cartilage out of your whole like just
Do
to
it,
have that
bitch.
kind of pierce. I'm like, fuck, man, I don't know if I can pull the trigger on that. That seems like a lot.
Yeah,
I'm down for like the piercing itself, but like having like a whole plug.
It'll never grow back either. Huh?
No, like once
Oh,
it's cut,
shit.
it's cut. That's why.
No, I don't know about that one, man.
Yeah. So I'll just stick to my 2 plugs. That's like,
Yeah, once it becomes permanent, I don't know. Because even my ears, so I heard like, obviously it's different for everyone, but once you go past like a ½ inch, that it doesn't close anymore.
I don't think that's true. I really
That's
do
what I was
think
gonna say.
I think it's on like blood flow of the ear,
Mhm.
like how thick they are. I'm sure like it happens when like people with real thin like earlobes. Like I have thick earlobes and like damn near sometimes my plugs fall out when I sleep and I forget. Like I'm at work and like I don't even notice. And I try to put my plug back in and like it's already like closing up. So it's just like I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, that happened to me. Sometimes I like to go without them, and sometimes I'll like be lazy to put them back in. So I will
Yeah.
go like a week, and then I'm like, all right, you gotta put them back in. And when I go that full week, like it kind of hurts when I put it back in.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure my shit it does close or it's gonna close. As far as how much, because sometimes you ever see like people like their shit closes, but there's still like that little slit look. It's like a little slit.
Yeah. When I had, because remember I had my ear stretched for a while
Mhm.
before I did them again, and I would always just rock piercings, but like, and you couldn't tell normally, but like if you like actually stretched my ear a little bit, there wasn't. It was like the tiniest hole, like just enough. It might have been like 16, like 16, the 16 size. So it was
Yeah.
like super tiny. You could never tell, but it never closed up obviously completely. But it was like very tiny, so you
Yeah,
couldn't notice.
yeah. That's why I don't feel too bad about my plug size, especially when they're out. They essentially close. Like you can't really see through the hole.
Yeah,
So that's why I like my size. I don't really want to go bigger.
me too. I considered going bigger, but I'm like, you know what? I'll keep it at this like this, and then if I ever do decide to, to take them out, then I wouldn't feel bad about it because they would close pretty easily, I think.
That's how I feel about my septum though. Like there's a lot of times where I do want to take it out, but I'm like, you only want to take it out for the moment. But eventually you're gonna want it back. And you don't want to go through the whole puncturing
I
process.
recently just took mine out like maybe like 2 days ago after having it for the damn near a year because for whatever reason I couldn't figure out which side of the hole. I mean, which side was a screw. So like, and then I didn't know which like way to like unscrew it. So I was just like, I'm just gonna have this piercing forever. And then all of a sudden, like one day, I just noticed it just got loose. I'm like, oh shit! And now I can take it off. And I took it off. But then I got scared. I'm like, what if my cold closes? I'm like, I don't think it was gonna be the case because I basically was wearing it for a year straight.
Mm-hmm.
But I still got scared. I got paranoid and put it in there and then actually ordered a new one on Amazon.
Yeah, me personally, I could take my septum piercing out for 5 days max, and then after that, like you gotta like force it in, and the shit hurt. It hurts.
And it was like it's kind of tricky to like figuring out where the hole is because then you gotta have your finger on the
Yeah.
other side just to feel it out.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the one you have, they're
Yeah.
so close together. The ball.
Yeah.
When you have the ones that are a little thinner and more spaced out, those are easier. But that's the struggle I had with those. The one you have right now, it was like always annoying. Like especially because the balls like they would fall out a lot.
Dude, tell me about it. Like when I took it out, I took it out on the way to pick you up, and I put the ball in the thing in the center console, and I left them there, and I lost the ball, and I'm like, fuck. And then I don't know how it fell on the floor. I could have sworn I put it on the center console.
Crazy. Do you have any plans for any other piercings?
Maybe just besides the college, not really. Just about that. I'm always just if anything, just getting like different, like not designs, but like different styles of them, different colors. I low key got tired of the stainless steel. I got it in gold this time.
What about tattoos?
I'm still want plenty of tattoos. My right arm, my right arm, my right leg, I kind of just left it for my friend because he still wants to practice tattooing. He's actually like he actually got an apprenticeship with an actual like tattoo artist, which is something he's been wanting for a while now. So I noticed that's why he hasn't hit me up for to retouch these ones I have on my leg because I'm sure the guy told him, well, you're apprenticing me, you can't have any like tattoos on the side. And then my left leg, my right arms, they're up for grabs, but I'm very specific. There are only a couple of people I really want to get tattoos from. None of them live in California. They're in the States, but none of them in California.
Like fucking Connecticut or something.
One of them lives in Chicago. The other one lives in Florida, I think. And I basically I hit up the guy one time. He's basically sometimes I'll do I guess not tours, but they'll do guest spots randomly. And sometimes I'll come out of SoCal. But if I ever do, I'll put you on my email list, and whenever I do come out, I'll obviously hit you up, and then we'll get something going.
Yeah, there's this one tattoo artist I seen. I think he's from Brazil, and he does the best animation tattoos, of real characters, like the Looney Tunes, for example, or whatever, yeah. Simpsons, whatever, and horror characters. So you could tell he specializes in colored tattoos. So it's red, green, and blue. It looks really, really perfect and nice. But I feel only light skinned people look good with those.
Yeah, I've seen.
I think I could get a pass with my skin tone.
Yeah, for sure you can.
But I think it looks so much better on lighter people, white people.
They do, but there's one black dude. Where's his name? I forget his Instagram name, but he specialized on colored tattoos on people big melanin, bunch of black people, bunch of Mexican people, bunch of people just with really dark skin or just normal brown skin, and he because everyone has a misconception if you have dark skin you can only get black or white tattoos, and he tries to he
must be really good at highlighting the
because he says because the normal there's a different way you have to go about it because there's because the melanin because something about melanin you have to go about the skin differently, and I've seen his finish and heal results, and the color really still pops out on these people's skin, so he really knows what he's doing. But he specialized a lot on anime tattoos and like cartoon tattoos. But they really like pop. I'm like, damn, that's just fire.
Damn, nothing looks better than a fresh tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, right when like the whole first week it looks all nice and shiny.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I need to start. Well, there's like butter oil or cream that you could rub on your tattoos, right? Like to make still look fresh or
that,
whatever.
or I mean, just hydrate your skin. Put lotion on.
Damn, bro, I need to get some moisturizer. I was actually looking at some on Amazon because I feel like my face is so dry nowadays.
Because of work, I'm actually super bad when moisturizing like my legs because I'm always wearing pants and jeans and shit.
So you forget your legs for lotion, or you just don't care enough.
I'm like, if I'm like wearing shorts, obviously, then I'll put like lotion on my skin. But more often, not wearing like leggings or like jeans or stuff. So I almost never lotion my legs, which I feel bad because like like these tattoos I have on my leg, they looked really good at first, but because I don't lotion my legs like I should, they just they don't look as great. And plus, I have hairy legs, so they don't like, you can't really tell what they are. I remember one time my mom, she's very against me having tattoos, but she at this point she just doesn't like, she doesn't care. She does care, but she's just like, I know she knows I'm gonna get them. Yep. And she's like I have like a demon like Oni mask on the side of my leg, and she's like, what is that? And I was like, oh, look at it. And she's like, what is that? Duende, which is the Spanish word for a gnome. Mm-hmm. But it's like a funny way of saying it, and I'm like, no, it's not a duende. I had to explain it to her, but I was cracking up because she was like, well, I don't know what the fuck it is.
No, my mom like a month ago, she barely called me out on this one.
Really?
Yeah. So like my mom, same thing when I was in high school, even after graduating, after turning 18 and everything, my mom was like, under this house, you're not gonna get no tattoos, but I did.
Psych.
And I on my 18th birthday, I got the owl tattoo on my arm, and then the 19th birthday, I got the Spider-Man logo on my right calf. And then maybe a year later, I got the SOS one on my wrist. Mm-hmm. But I guess she never really noticed it. I posted it on Instagram, so she must have just not seen it or something. Yeah. I don't know. But I let the homie do that one for free because he was like learning and everything. So it's I for sure need to get that one retouched though, because you could tell it's like a little faded, like especially from one tip. It's more faded than the other, so it doesn't look like 100% symmetrical. But that could be easy fixed. But anyway. But as far as like new tattoos, what I want though, I want to get the whole Venom symbiote on my left arm, just one design. My left leg, I'm okay with getting like a bunch of random shit that just looks cool or whatever. And then I want to get the spider crawling on my right hand, like right here, like a little spider crawling like 3D.
Yeah, that's fire.
With like a little shadow under it or something. Like I want something like that.
That's fire.
My only thing is I'm worried with that is that, God forbid, the whole music thing doesn't work out. Like, is it going to really, like, keep me from getting jobs, like certain jobs?
Well, I mean, nowadays, I feel like it's more lax. I mean, look at our fucking main boss, Rob. He's tatted the hell up.
True. And also, I've been seeing some real estate agents look more like, neutral.
It's more accepted now, but like back then, for sure it was. That's why like hand tattoos were called job stoppers, because you got those in your hand. Like you're not going to get a regular 9-to-5 job after that.
True.
But now I think it's just more, tattoo culture is more accepted now. People are just like, let's just get tattoos.
Yeah, true.
Unless you have like a giant swastika on your arm.
Dude, that reminds me when I was like, I had to have been like around 10 to 13, and we're eating at the Chinese buffet, me and my mom and my brothers, and I was just we're walking back to the table with our plates, and we just seen this big ass like Brock Lesnar looking dude, like, and I didn't know what the swastika thing was really.
Yeah.
But my mom was like, "Be careful with that guy." She was like, "Be careful with that guy." I was like, "Why?" And then she pointed out the swastika tattoo on his right arm, or was it was either his right arm or his leg, and it was like a bright ass shade of red, like shadowing and all that.
Damn. Well, I mean,
damn, this motherfucker was just out there eating at a Chinese buffet.
Yeah. Well, you know how Fontana used to be like all white town, like supposedly there was like clan meetings out there at Fontana High School at their theater.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of this is true or not, but
I'm pretty sure, bro. Everywhere. It was probably everywhere, literally. And we're like on Route 66, so.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
it's like a very popular spot, I guess.
Hell's Angels will start over there in San Bernardino.
Yeah, man.
And they're pretty racist. From what I've been told, I think they're pretty racist. Yeah, I could be wrong.
Surprisingly, though, that was the only in-person like thing I've noticed with the swastika, aside from like the Hindus version.
That's where it originated from, and like it's funny because like it turned into like a whole different meaning. Because that one is actually something about like spiritualism, and then it turned into like it's a whole story about how like that symbol turned into that symbol. It's crazy. Like they even like you know like the double S. Like you ever seen that? Like that's from like a completely different thing as well. But the Nazis decided to take that and like mess with it. And, like it's like it's a whole thing. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Have you seen All Quiet on the Western Front?
No.
It's on
That my
Netflix.
voice cracked. No.
You should totally watch it. It's a great movie.
I'll totally watch it when you totally watch all the other stuff I refer to you.
It's a long list, man. It's a long list at this point.
Well, stop being a procrastinator. Get it done.
I don't have Hulu.
Netflix, motherfucker.
It's on Netflix.
Or what about Max? You got Max? HBO Max?
I don't.
Damn. You got to borrow someone's account.
I know.
I wonder if I still have mine. I think I'm using my mom's Max, and then I have Netflix, though. I can show you Netflix.
But it's a good watch. It's about like World War One and like these like German boys. Like,
is it slow, though? Because I'm not good with that shit. Documentary?
No, it's a movie. But it's maybe slow, very very little bit in the beginning, but then it picks up really quick because these guys are like they're German boys, so they're joining in the First World War, and like they're just like oh, it's a cool thing. Let's go join the army. Like let's go be men. And then they soon realize like day one immediately like nah, I want to go home. Like one of them dies almost immediately.
Crazy.
And like it's just like the main guy, he just like goes through like a lot of bullshit, like just like living through the war. Like you could say like he just starts getting like real like stone phase, like just, like living through all that bullshit and shit. And then like the ending is crazy, but like it's a pretty good watch.
Is it based in Germany? Or somewhere else?
It's based on like you remember how like in World War One, like basically like the good, I want not the good guys, but the Germans and like the Axis power, they're all fighting in like that one little dirt land, and they're like all with like the tunnels and shit. That was basically it's all during that.
Bro, that shit was so sick in Medal of Honor. The opening scene with that.
Yeah,
You played that game?
I did.
All right,
I
cool.
love Medal of Honor.
Yeah, that shit was sick. That was
I played it on the PSP
PS2.
though.
I played it on PS2 and then GameCube. Well, the second game on GameCube. Yeah, Medal of Honor. I actually liked it before Call of Duty.
Honestly, same. I remember one time because I never played Call of Duty actually up until like high school because I didn't have any of those kind of first person shooter games introduced to me. And I went over to my buddy's house. Shout out Alfred. He had I think it was like Modern Warfare 2, and he was playing like a team deathmatch. I didn't know what the hell any of this was, but you know he was very like he was one of those guys at the time where he was very like serious about his KD ratios.
Oh,
and so he was he was letting me play. And then he was basically telling me, look, the enemy is right there, like on the little enemy box right there with the GPS. Oh, they're right there. And I was just getting killed left and right. He's like, just give me this shit. You don't know how to play. I'm like, I don't know. This is my first time playing Call of Duty.
Dude, I was such a 500 ratio guy, man. Like, and the sad thing is, I would go down on my ratio.
Yeah.
But I would always get back up. No matter how far down I went, I would always get back up. But I can never fucking pass like a like above 500 by much, by anything worth mentioning. But yeah, like my OCD, I don't know, like I hated seeing it like too out of look or whatever.
Yeah, it's funny because like after that, obviously I started getting more involved with the Call of Duty games. I think by that time the first Black Ops came out, like after Modern Warfare 2, I think something like that. And I got really into that, but I didn't have a PS3, so by the time I got it, Black Ops 2 was already coming out, and Black Ops at that point was like modded the hell out. Everybody was hacking shit, so I was dying left and right. I couldn't enjoy a game to play to save my life. Yeah. But when Black Ops 2 came out, I was all on that shit. I was about my prestiges and everything. I still, like you, can never get past 500 because I'm not that good of a gamer, but I was trying my damnedest.
Yeah, my first Call of Duty was World at War, and then I had to go back to get Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Because I was all late on that shit. But I think I spent the most time on Modern Warfare because I never owned Modern Warfare 2, although it was my favorite Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Black Ops was another really good one, the first one. And Black Ops 2 was really dope too. But I think Black Ops 1, because it was like so different from the rest.
It was honestly like game breaking, bro. Like it was so different than like Modern Warfare 2, the zombies, the multiplayer, like even the story was actually like I don't know if you actually ever played the story. It was actually really good.
That was my favorite thing about Call of Duty games was the story.
Yeah,
it wasn't until like Advanced Warfare and all those whack ass futuristic ones.
Yeah, I got dumb, and then they realized it too, so that's why they brought it back and they just started rebooting all the old ones.
Were you like heavy on the Call of Duty then at a certain point or not really?
Honestly, no. After Black Ops 2, I really took a break from just gaming in general, and then also like I got real like I guess car sick. I don't know. Like I started getting like I couldn't play like the FPSs for too long because like the sensitivities because I always have it mad high because you got to have everything on 10.
Mm-hmm.
I get like real like dizzy and stuff, and I could only play for maybe like 10 to 15 minutes after a time. After a while, I'm like I gotta put it down.
Only you, bro. That's like such a Miguel thing.
Fuck you, bitch.
My boy is motion sick playing Call
That's
of
what it
Duty.
is. That's what it is. Yeah, bro. I'm playing on high sensitivity. Like I'm not gonna about lower it down.
I would understand if you're like on VR or playing with like a 3D headset, but just regular.
But then also at the time, like I had my TV like stupidly high, like where I'm like breaking my neck playing, like so I'm like this.
Oh yeah, no, that's the worst right there. And
So I'm like at this for like time, and then after a while, like I gotta put it down.
and it's crazy. Like I actually learned that the smaller the monitor, the better because it's like quicker reaction time.
I bet.
It's by like point whatever seconds, not even like a full second, but it's just like super like nitpicky. If you really want to be super like quick and accurate, like that's why most gamers are on like the little 32-inch or whatever.
Yeah.
But nah, back then, bro, I wanted like to play on the big ass TV. If I could have like a 100-inch TV, like those Mitsubishi ones, like I don't know if you ever seen those, but yeah, the Mitsubishi has like the big ass 100-inch TVs. Actually, I think even TCL came out with like a 98-inch. I want that one, bro. But anyway, yeah, with the gaming, the smaller the screen, the better.
It makes sense because like with all the esports, they be playing like tiny ass screens too.
Yeah, exactly. I can never grasp, playing with a keyboard and a mouse pad. Like I'm just not good or quick like that, I guess.
Oh, remember when we were playing PUBG on the phones?
Oh yeah, PUBG.
But then it was compatible with people on computers, so we were just getting killed there left
getting
and right.
murked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, PUBG's the shit though. I think they're coming out with a movie.
Oh shit, that's fire.
Yeah, they're coming out with a movie. Oh, Borderlands trailer just came out too.
That's cool. That'd be cool. I really enjoyed that game.
I never played
it. It's a little bit of weird, the storyline, but the gameplay was pretty cool.
It's like Mad Max, no, or some shit.
Very
like that.
similar to it's like very Mad Max-esque.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I used to love the Punisher game back then.
I never played it.
That game was sick on the PS2. You like kind of like torture people.
Did you ever play? I think it was called Resistance.
Oh yeah. When the PS3 came out, that was the game that came with it.
Yeah, that game was fire. And then they had one for the PSP, which is the one I mostly played on. And that one was fire.
I like the first one, but I feel like the third one was like that's when it started getting whack.
Yeah.
I feel like that game lost for sure like its value. So many games that lose their value like that. What was that? I was gonna say God of War, but not everyone fucking loved God of War. I hate it.
Honestly, I never played them enough to like them. I'm sure they're good games, but I never owned any of them.
Yeah, man, that game. You know what game? I used to love Prince of Persia.
That was a fire game. Like, did you ever watch that movie?
No, with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah,
no, I heard that show was whack.
I liked it. I mean, I could see why people didn't fuck with it, but I thought it was cool.
What was I gonna say? Something that actually let's segue into this crazy scenario with Danny Masterson.
Damn, bro.
Apparently they had to move him.
GGs.
They had to move him to his third jail/prison, because he got like a hit on him, so he must have gotten hurt in order for them to switch him out. This
multiple times for sure.
Yeah,
like they're like, damn. I mean, for sure deserved it, but at the same time, I'm like, he's doing his time. By no means what he did was acceptable, but I'm like, but they don't. What was it, like rape or something?
Yeah, rape. Yeah, he got charged for rape. Two rapes.
They do not take that kindly in prison for whatever reason.
Yeah, no. I mean, not for whatever reason.
Well, I mean, no, but like
it's just like why?
Like it's like that and like child molestation and like other things like these things like really like you like if you killed somebody, whatever. But like for some reason, like when it's like rape or like child molestation, like motherfuckers like like this fool's got to get like fucking.
Well, it's because what the real gang members are all about. It's like territory and it's not really crimes when it comes to like hurting like families like that. I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to make sense. I'm trying to explain it right. I think what it is real gang members aren't about that. They're more so about territory, respect, and shit like that.
Okay. When you like that.
But when it comes to like those just like weirdos that just do stupid shit like that,
makes a lot of sense.
Like that's the stuff that gets people in trouble, especially in jail. Because at the end of the day, most gang members like they have family, they love their family, they fight for their family.
They got a code, they got like stuff they like.
So that's the shit they don't fuck with. So
that makes sense. Okay, that actually makes more sense now.
So, but and he is for sure like probably one of the more known people.
I feel I don't want to say they deserve special treatment, but like, how do I put this? Like maybe like maybe like a solitary confinement where he isn't fucking getting his ass beat all the time or getting almost shanked. Because I'm sure this is happening. Like, this was like that's who probably can't even like sleep right.
Yeah, if you want to be humane about it, then yeah. But me personally, when it comes to rape and child predator shit, I don't really care what happens to them. I personally don't.
No, that's fair. That's fair. What was his name in the semi-show? I forget his name.
Hyde.
Hyde. Okay.
Yeah. But actually, you know what? Did I? Who fucking? Oh, so Logan Paul had Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator on Impulsive, and they were kind of talking about like if Chris Hansen ever really had sympathy for any of them, and he said that I don't remember if he said yes or no, but I remember him saying that he does believe that they can change in a sense where like if it came to the right therapy, the right treatment, that one day like that he does believe that they'll never do it again.
Yeah.
Like he believes that some people will never do it again. Like so, and that's kind of what I guess he tries to put out a message because these types of people are always going to be out there, but to kind of like step into the right direction of lowering the chances, we have to give therapy to these people and pretty much dig deeper into why they're doing it and how to get them to stop.
These guys are obviously like
because the death penalty won't fix it, is what he said.
Yeah, like they're obviously like a product of their upbringings. Like more often than not, like these things are deeply rooted to what happened to them as kids. Like,
exactly. Like a lot of time, they're the ones that got molested too, or like incest type activity with like family members, and so yeah.
And that's funny you be saying that shit because like did you like for whatever reason like I be seeing on Twitter like a bunch of people all of a sudden are putting like superhero capes like I mean that in the figurative sense
like social media
like Vitaly like this was like catching like pedophiles and stuff and it's like a crazy ass trend where everybody's just I'm like go like what like are they even allowed to be doing this shit?
I mean technically. Well, police officers don't suggest that you do it, obviously because it could be dangerous. You never know who you're messing with. But either way, like, I feel like it's kind of like a good thing, but it's kind of like a sketchy thing because it's influencing other people to want to do it.
Yeah, it's feeling like it's like a trend to like everybody's trying to be like Chris Hansen, like trying to catch all these predators and pedophiles.
And it is interesting that it's becoming a trend. But I'm kind of like I'm okay with it because it's kind of it's helping, because obviously when it comes to
it is, police, but it's just like I'm like on more like I'm like you don't know like these motherfuckers be crazy, bro. Like you you catch a predator, like these motherfuckers might end up killing you. Mind you, hasn't happened the case more often than not. These motherfuckers are like are weenies. Like
that's actually something that came up on the interview with Chris Hansen.
Yeah,
they had asked him if he's ever like worried that he's gonna get into one of those altercations. And he just said, like, no, it's never happened before. Most of the time, those types of people aren't really like dangerous types of people in that sense, where like they're trying to fuck you up. Because to be honest, a lot of times it's like they're gay, and when it comes with gay people, a lot of times comes feminism, and they're kind of more on that side. They're not really like the fucking big old like.
I just remember because like the video I was watching with Vitaly, this was dressed up like a schoolgirl, and they catch that fool, and he's like, "There's." I mean, they start shaving his head and stuff, and just like calling him out behind Reaper. I thought that shit was funny as fuck because he looks like that one sketch where that guy goes like, "Daddy, chill." He reminds me of all like that. That's just funny because he's just going like this. And I'm like, we heard you trying to catch little boys and shit. And I'm like, that shit is funny. I mean, it's funny, but I'm like, it's really funny to me just because like it's so random that he would do that.
I follow a guy on Instagram that does it in the IE, and
really,
yeah, he does that shit. There's actually one right here on Juniper and Arrow by that gas station and 7-Eleven. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about or no? It's like a Circle K.
Oh yeah.
Juniper, yeah, right there. It's like some apartments across the street. They caught this guy. Damn. This guy was, bro. He's so weird. The guy that they caught. Like he's probably like our age, and he was just messing with underage girls, and he was just like not all there, bro. Like he's there, he acts like he's hard, he acts like he's like into money and bitches, shit like that. So it's kind of like weird that he's that one of those types, but just like from the amount of videos he has like busting him, you just tell he's not all there.
Yeah,
like he acts tough online. But then when he gets caught up in person, he's like, no, bro, come on, man, bro, please don't do this, man. Like, please, I'm good, bro. I swear, bro. Like, he's like one of those types. But one of like the videos is like this fool is just butt ass naked going live stream watching Bad Bunny perform. Like he's just weird,
what
bro.
the fuck?
He's just weird.
Bad Bunny, baby.
But anyway, yeah, they caught this fool over there, and you know, I really want to do this one of these days, but I'm just worried about my family. Like, what if he has some type of weird connection where like he finds out who I am, where I live, and then he comes for my family. Shit.
That specific guy, or are you talking about just like in
Just
general?
in general,
Oh, okay.
in general. I'm not scared of that fool that got caught.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that guy's a little shrimp. He's weird. He's just
They usually are, bro.
yeah.
Like I remember, I don't know if this was in San Bernardino or Fontana, but some guy caught up because you know how, like Fontana be like on their Facebook, they be just reposting like, oh, so and so got arrested, and then this guy, and I guess it was like, it might have been Fontana. It was one of two cities, but everybody's like, yo, I went to high school with this dude, and he got caught up for like downloading like illegal like child porn. I forget. It was like something along the lines of that. And everybody was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" I went to high school. It was just crazy because you never know. Like you be going to school with these people. Like they seem like, I don't want to say normal, but like, you know, just like your average Joes, and now you know, doing these kind of like crazy ass shit.
Yeah, man. I wish it was easier to find that out because there really are. I mean, it's everywhere.
I mean, now it is. I'm sure like they have specific Google searches like get pinged. I think that's how they get caught up. People be just like stupid and like searching up like on Google child pornography. Let me see, and then like I'm sure Google like they'll see that specific thing get pinged, and then they alert the authorities. And then
I hope so.
I think that's how they're catching them, because how else are they finding out that these people are downloading? Because I for sure don't think they're gonna like let people out and know like. Hey.
I was thinking maybe it's like tips from people.
That's
people
for sure.
Them.
That
it would just be That's my only assumption. Because I don't know. You would think that more people would get caught up for just everything in general if that's the case from Google searches. Because there's when it comes to drugs or like just bestiality or fucking child pornography, like there would be way more imprisonments if that happened.
I remember one time I wanted to look up because I was watching How It's Made, and I wanted to look up how is C4 made, like about the compound and all this shit. But I'm like, am I gonna get caught up by the cops who are trying to look this shit up? So I was like, nah, never mind. I'll just keep
C4 like the bomb?
Like the bomb clay. I'm like, how is this shit made?
I thought you were talking about the energy drink.
No, I mean, well, that too at this point. That shit's crazy. But I was like, you know what? I don't want the cops coming to my house. I'd just rather just not avoid that.
They make C4 with C4 and Mentos.
Damn, hey. Well, I don't know what the fuck to be putting that shit, but I could totally believe that shit.
Mad itchy. Nah, but yeah, so it's everywhere. I guess if you see something, say something. Because I actually have some friends whose neighbors are like people that live right close by. They're like marked as child predators.
I literally gonna say like you can like look up on the. It's like I forget. There's like a website, right? You can like look up like how many sexual predators live in your area.
Yeah, my only worry about those are like, are they updated all the time? You know?
Yeah,
and why is there so many different sites, and like do they show the same people on every site?
Yeah,
type thing.
I feel bad for the dumb motherfuckers that like you know how like horrible bosses like were like that fool like he got like
you just pee somewhere.
He just peed like in a public school by accident. And he got caught up and now he's a sex offender.
Yeah.
I feel bad for those dumb fucks. But like I'm like, you should know better.
Hey, bro, this is not like fully like related, but did you see that John Cena started OnlyFans?
He did?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, all right. Look, to be fair, I just seen it go trending on Twitter. Like a bunch of people were posting about it. Even I think Daily Loud posted about it that John Cena started OnlyFans. I haven't seen him say anything about it or like
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Your childhood favorite superhero and John Cena is
all of a sudden Vince McMahon all of a sudden getting catch a case, and everyone over here all of a sudden be going crazy.
Yeah. Wow. I'm surprised more divas don't have one.
I
wonder if it's under contract. I wonder if Vince even cares.
No, I don't think it's under contract, but I'm sure it's one of those things where like you kind of like maybe they're coerced or they're just like, I wouldn't say emotionally abused, but they just like he knows how to like toy with these girls like almost kind of like extortion, like, and they're kind of like almost conditioned, like just don't.
Well, if they're able to do Playboy, they're probably able to do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I look at it, I guess.
Is that even still a thing, Playboy? Like,
Yeah, they still do, but I don't know if they do magazines.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Or
man,
at least I know that they do. They still have like Playboy parties and stuff like that. But I think they do have like a digital Playboy cover or some shit.
I remember when they had that show with the 3 girls, the Playboy
Oh
bunnies.
yeah.
I always like wanted to go there because they always be throwing like. I mind you, I was watching this when I was like not even a teen. I was like a preteen, but they were like having like these big ass Easter parties and like for kids and shit. I'm like, yo, how do I get the invite for this shit? It's like fire. They had like giant ass balloons and shit. Like, let me go swim in the grotto.
Oh no, I would be down as fuck to DJ one of those Playboy parties.
Yeah,
Like I've always wanted to DJ like a mansion party.
that'd be
That looks
fire.
sick, man. Like from the movies or like Project X, some shit like that. That'd be cool. But I don't know. I think that's it. I don't know if you have anything else you want to bring up, mention.
I think
talk about.
I think good part.
All right. Well, this is the last episode of January. I know last week we didn't really mention off the web or anything.
February.
Sometimes we just be forgetting, honestly.
It's February.
Oh fuck, man. These months are flying.
Yeah, I'm almost. Birthday's coming in a couple weeks.
Let's see. Does this come out before? Yeah, huh? This comes out before.
Yeah, it's coming.
Is there gonna be another episode after?
I believe so. Yeah, on the.
Oh
4th.
yeah, 2 days before your birthday. Nice. So you got any plans or what?
That weekend, I know. I'm going somewhere on Sunday, but other than that, like I'm free to do anything.
Sounds good. We'll get something planned out for you and Malik Javon.
Lake Javon Williams.
All right, then. We'll
I
go.
forgot to tell you. All right, what are you doing tomorrow?
Well, aren't we going to the bowling shit?
Well, before that.
Technically, nothing. I'm gonna be house sitting my cousin Vianney's house all weekend. Like after this, I'm gonna go over there and just house sit. But we'll be a Kitty and Aiden.
Because I was gonna go over to Malik's tomorrow and like use the speakers for like music and stuff.
What time?
I texted him that today, like, hey, what time should I come over? He still hasn't responded yet.
Crazy.
I'm sure it's probably somewhere in the afternoon, like before then.
All right. Well, yeah. Let me know, and then
Okay.
I'll probably swing by then.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good, man. All right. Well, we'll close this one. Man, you should have told me. I would have just given you the speakers, or you can't use them at your house.
I can. I just don't want to.
Oh, all right. Crazy. Anyway,
But I also like because he has like a like his like little mic setup he has. So I'm like all right, let's see what. And he has like all these like bunch of like vocal plugs. Like he has like a lot of shit. Like I don't have. So I just like wanted to use his resources.
I'll steal that shit.
I remember I texted him like, can I use your studio? He was like, of course. I thought you were too good for me. Like, since when? You have nicer shit than me.
Damn. This guy.
He has an Apollo Twin and Adams speakers. I could never dream of having those.
Huh? That shit's expensive, man.
Super expensive.
We'll get it though.
Yeah.
It'll just probably be another year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm completely content with the HS8s. They're so perfect.
Nah, my only complaint is that fucking. I don't know if it's the interface or what. You know how like that shit be fucking up on you.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
I might also just be because I have a old laptop too.
Ah, man, I need a new laptop so bad. I've been needing a new laptop for like 10 years already, bro. This is pissing me off.
Me too. I actually looked up my laptop, and it's only like $300 or $400 now online.
Oh, bro, yeah, I ain't getting shit for mine. I'll get like 100 max, and even the desktop apparently ain't worth shit.
Really?
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
And that thing I got it in 2016, so it lost hella value in 8 years. But it is what it is. Shout out Apple.
Yeah, they got us by the balls.
All right, then we'll close this one out. We'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.